Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us here today. So let's go ahead and get started with the general love forecast. And for anybody interested in getting your own personal mini reading today, let's go ahead and knock that out for you as well. Let's get started, guys. All right, hello everybody. So on behalf of myself and moderator Cameron, if you guys have any questions at any given time during the live stream, feel free to go ahead and ask in the chat. And especially if this is your first time, we start off with a general love forecast, just taking at the overall energy for the collective. And then anybody that wants to go ahead and book a personal mini reading here during the live stream, you're welcome to do that. And, again, if you have any questions, just feel free to go ahead and ask in the comments section. So I was guided to actually do the general reading, starting off with dialogue messages. So it's going to be a little bit interactive because you guys get to actually choose which message you're most guided towards. Okay, so I've got 4 decks here. I've been shuffling for quite a bit. So that first one is called the X Oracle. This next one here is Infernos and Icicles, Romance Oracle. I've got 2 more. Okay. And then you guys get to choose which message you're guided towards, and then we'll take a look at the energy. All right, there's love messages. This one's by High Priestess 1111. And one more of my decks here. This one is called Bubble Wrap, when you got to text how you feel. So this is especially good for those of you who text a lot when, you're interacting with your person. All right, so these are the 4 decks. Feel free to go ahead and choose which one you are most guided towards. I'm going to go in the order that they are here. And we'll go ahead and grab a focus card, and then I'll go ahead and take a look at the overall vibe with tarot. All right, so here it is. Feel free to tap into whichever energy you're most guided towards. So let me set these other 3 aside. We're going to start with the X Oracle there. So for those of you who might be thinking of an ex-partner, this is somebody that you used to be in a connection with in the past. Let's go ahead and grab some words here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What's the message? What is the overall energy? What do we need to know here? Okay, here's the message. He or she didn't mean anything to me, honest. So this might be coming through for those of you who had a partner that maybe might have cheated, or there were trust issues if they were talking to somebody else maybe. All right, bottom of the deck, we've got I want us to start over. Okay, so they're wanting you to know, if you relate to this one, especially if you are in separation from a partnership where you couldn't trust them, something happened, maybe you guys had a tower moment and it broke you guys up. So what they're telling you here is they want to be able to start again. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever is guided to this first message here. Oh, look at this. We've got the Judgment card, so they'll be back. They at least want to reconnect. They want to talk to you. And maybe during this time apart, they've had a lot of time to think about their behaviors, the words that they said to you, how they might have hurt you. Again, if there was someone else in the picture, they're telling you that person didn't mean anything to them. But they're also acknowledging perhaps that they made a mistake here. They want you guys to start again. This is the next card. We've got the 2 of Cups. So they're still drawn to you. They still see you as the ideal person that they want to spend time with. So it seems that there will be communication that is forthcoming when it comes to this individual here. We have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, they still feel this pretty strong spark when it comes to the two of you. You know, the growth potential, they still feel that there's something very magnetic about the connection that the two of you share. This is, however, the next card. We've got the Seven of Swords. So they were deceptive somehow. They might have kept things from you. They were deceptive. They were lying. Okay, so it might have something to do with the fact that they weren't honest. And that's why it's coming through there. So you might be, you know, feeling a little bit apprehensive to take this person back, knowing that they want to start over. But that, I feel, is why they want to be able to have communication with you, to be able to see you, to just, you know, state their case, why they feel it's a good idea, or why it is that they're focused on the idea of wanting to get back together, wanting a second chance here. We've got the Nine of Cups. This is interesting because we've got the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, and then we've got the Magician. So, you know, they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here. They're wishing for you guys to start again, but they're also acknowledging the fact that there's not a whole lot going on between the two of you in the 3D, you know, knowing full well what it is that they want to be able to make a reality, what it is that they want to manifest in the 3D is for you guys to find your way back to each other. But the reality could very well be that things are stuck, there's no communication, you know, maybe the last time you guys spoke, they know from your end that you're not happy with them. We've got the Ten of Cups here. I'm kind of just getting, for those of you that might relate to this, maybe somebody was married, you know, already attached to another connection. There could have been infidelity there. It could have been a third party. But if it wasn't that, I feel what it is that they want to manifest is this type of life, this type of happy life with you. Could it include marriage? That type of commitment? Absolutely. You know, it's like a happy ending. That's what they're focused on. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So clearly they really want to manifest something new here with you. And if you couldn't trust them before, considering what we're seeing here, you know, maybe they were dishonest. We see that possibility with the Seven of Swords and maybe why you're a little bit apprehensive to get things moving. So that makes sense for me. But what it is that I'm seeing as well with the Ace of Pentacles is they want a fresh start. It's like hitting the reset button and just trying again. But both people have to be on board. You would have to be on board with that. And it is clarification here. They want you back. Six of Cups, picking up off of the memories, the nostalgia that they're feeling when they think about you, those times that you have shared in the past, you know. And ultimately wanting that reunion here. That's what we're seeing with this one. You could be Gemini. You could be thinking of Gemini here with the Lovers. I feel this person that's coming through for this first message, they know that some of the choices that they had made back then was not the best thing. So it could have contributed to infidelity, trust issues. They know that they were dishonest somehow. The Lovers card as well can sometimes represent a third party situation, but they also feel this intense chemistry and attraction to you. And then we've got the Eight of Cups. So either they walked away because they felt like the grass was greener on the other side, or you walked away because they were not being honest with you, or they cheated, you know, or this could have again been some sort of third party drama here. So if you were drawn to this particular deck, that's what's coming through here. You've got somebody thinking about you. They know that they hurt you. They want to be able to have a conversation where they can pour out their heart. They're wanting to start over. We see that here. But you know, you might be on the fence. You might be a little bit apprehensive, not quite sure if you're willing to give this person a second chance. I feel they're going to have to work for it if they do get that second chance. That's what I get with that batch. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the next deck. For those of you that chose the second one, let's go ahead and see what that is bringing forward. So that was the Infernos and Icicles Romance Oracle. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. What do we need to know here? So if you're drawn to this deck, let's see what the message is. All right, here we go. What is the message? Ooh, it was hot at first touch. Okay. Bottom of the deck. What do we have? When I think of you touching me, kissing me, running your hands through my heart, I feel this piercing burn in my soul. This yearning I cannot satisfy until I see you once again. So, pretty intense chemistry. Oops, I'm off camera there. I mean, the first time perhaps that you guys maybe kissed or were intimate, it was just amazing, passion, all of it, you know. But let's see what the surrounding cards bring forward as well, okay? So there's something about when you guys see each other again. So this is already telling us that there's distance. And maybe, you know, if this one represents infidelity as well, and you guys are not together, there's something still drawing them back. All right, let's see. Let's grab some tarot for that one. What do we need to know for this batch? Well, whatever happened, it got people talking. Okay, so this petty gossip that's represented by the Page of Swords. So, could have been scandalous for some of you guys, if that makes sense. I'm kind of feeling whatever that gossip represents. Maybe this person knows that they did something that they shouldn't have. It could have been maybe boundaries that they crossed here. Let's see. Part of that curiosity is what got them in hot water, perhaps. Now, this is interesting that we're seeing the Judgment card followed by the Seven of Swords. Okay, we saw that in the first message. It's coming through again. And that's coupled up with the Three of Swords. So this right here, right off the bat, it is telling us that this one anyway, it seems to be coming through as a potential third-party situation where they were cheating. You know, the Seven of Swords, they were lying. They weren't being truthful. They weren't being honest. And so there's this Judgment energy as well. They've gone through this awakening. They know that they screwed up and they want to be able to reconnect and talk to you here. You know, Judgment Day will come, justice will prevail. And maybe this is a conversation that you feel needs to happen as well. You know, it is telling us you guys had a tower moment that created the separation for this particular scenario. They definitely hurt you. We're seeing that with the Three of Swords. Okay, if it wasn't a third party, if it was not that, they still hurt you in some way, shape, or form. And so this is somebody who wants to reconnect with you and have this conversation. You know, it's kind of eating away at them, like, I need to talk to you. So that could be their own guilty conscience that's kind of coming through there. More than likely, you let this person go. You know, you needed time away from this individual in order to just have a clearer mind and to be able to think things through for yourself. But what they're ultimately wanting is to have this new chapter between the two of you. Ultimately, is it really possible? Can balance be brought back when it comes to this connection? You know, I feel there's a lot that needs to be talked through here. And it's totally up to you whether or not you would entertain this person should they resurface in your life. I feel, though, that they are feeling a little bit helpless. They're not quite sure you would take them back. You know, so it's kind of like their regrets are eating away at them. They can't sleep at night. They're kind of tripping themselves out. They're stressed out, you know, nightmares that they're having because of certain things that played out between the two of you. And now we've got the Six of Swords. So maybe they know that you've already moved on to another connection. Maybe they know that you've moved on from them, when they in fact had this amazing connection between the two of you at one point in time. But part of the reason for that tower might have been that, you know, they could have been in and out of your life. They could have been just treating you like you were an option, perhaps. And come to find out, maybe you are ultimately the one that got away. They're still wishing to be with you here. We've got the Star. Some of you guys could be thinking of Aquarius here. We've got that Wheel of Fortune. There's a part of this person coming through in this reading. They are wishing, they are hoping that somehow, some way, the universe will give them a break when it comes to the two of you. Basically, they are wishing that something can happen here between the two of you that'll give them some sort of reprieve, that they've got a chance. But at the end of the day, they really are struggling through this because you might have put your foot down. You might have definitely told this person, you know what, we're done. And I'm just picking up from this set of cards that they can't handle the truth. They can't handle what the reality actually is, which is they lost you. That's what I'm getting. And then we've got the Magician. Interesting how this is presenting itself, guys. We've got the Magician. We've got the Knight of Wands. All right. 8 of Cups. They walked away from something amazing and beautiful with you. And now they realize that they still love you, that you were ultimately the one person in their life that treated them right. And maybe they just didn't appreciate it when you guys were together. So if this resonates with your situation, you probably did distance yourself, you walked away, and this is them. They could have been the type of person who was just in and out of your life, and now they've got so many regrets about it and really wanting to manifest you back. That's what I'm getting from message number 2 here. Oh boy, I don't know who that's for, but that was intense. And if you've ever wondered about somebody that hurt you, they're feeling it. This is karma at its finest, guys. All right. So message number 3, we've got the Love Messages deck. This one's by High Priestess 1111. All right. So let's see. What's the message for number 3 if you chose this one? Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What is the message for those who are drawn to this particular deck? Sometimes I look at you and wonder how I got to be so damn lucky. Bottom of the deck. I am currently working on becoming the best version of myself. So that's good. If they are actually working on themselves, then there's room for improvement there. Okay, so let's see what happened there. So if you were drawn to this, and maybe the version of themselves that they were when you guys were together just was not very good, especially if they hurt you. And, now they recognize how lucky they actually were to have found you to begin with. So it seems like this person has worked on themselves. Okay, let's see what the cards bring forward here. We've got the Magician. Okay, so this person, for number 3, they want to manifest you in their life. It can represent their need to, or at least a desire to rekindle the romance. What else? They see you as a soulmate, but maybe they didn't realize that at the time. This could be a masculine who just tended to be really impulsive. They see what they want, they go after what they want, but sometimes that could backfire, especially if you guys were in a relationship and suddenly they're interested in somebody else. So without really thinking of how it would affect the relationship or affect you, they maybe broke that bond and created maybe a tower moment here as well. We've got the 6 of Cups, so it's coming through in a way here where they are telling you they still remember you, they still remember the good times, the memories of the relationship. It's coming through right here. They want a reunion. There's something tied into the past that keeps resurfacing for this person. And then we've got the Death card here. So clearly this could represent an ending, as well as a new beginning. But when that new beginning comes in, it's typically coming through after having worked on something, like some major changes needed to happen in order for this transformation to happen. And if you relate to this, maybe you've just worked really hard on yourself, during this time apart, but they're telling you they have as well. So this one might actually be worth taking a second look at this connection here. They're also telling you with the 5 of Cups, and that's followed by the Tower, that they did certain things here, first of all, to create the chaos and the destruction that a tower moment can represent. It resulted in the separation between the two of you, but I feel that was a blessing in disguise because it kind of forced this person to wake up and take a look at themselves, you know? So here they are. They regret the fact that they hurt you, that they did something here. Hi, Meg. Okay, absolutely. I'll do your reading shortly. Thank you for the Venmo. And anyone else who wants a reading, guys, after I do the general love forecast, feel free to go ahead and submit your information in the comments. I'd love to do your reading. And it is 22 for a mini reading. All right, let's see here. The Empress. So Divine Feminine, here you are. You experienced some sort of tower moment with your masculine more than likely, and they're coming through here to let you know that they realize how fortunate they were to have even connected with you in this lifetime, and they are working on themselves. So I feel this tower, again, it was a blessing for the two of you, because the way it was happening before, there was just something about it that needed work, you know? And so this Death card also, it's like a blessing in order to be able to create a change. You guys are coming through as potential twin flames here. Four of Wands can represent a much stronger foundation. So the Tower knocked down maybe a faulty, unstable foundation in your connection. The Four of Wands is being able to provide a much more stable relationship here. So I do feel this might be a masculine Divine Feminine that is wanting to come back into your life. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's like a dream come true for them, but maybe they had to lose you in order to realize what you actually represented in their life. They're wishing for you to be a part of their life still. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So I actually like the way this is coming through, because they're taking the time to learn the lesson behind this and why they lost you to begin with. And so, you know, they're not just haphazardly wishing for you to return. They know that it's going to take a lot of work to have you be a part of their life again. And they've done the work on themselves, I feel. And this could be a masculine that wants to take their time, this time, if they have a second chance, to be loyal, to be a more responsible partner in the connection. So I really like the way that's presenting itself. So they've learned some lessons here. And then we've got the Ace of Cups, really nice. So they still feel very connected to you. Maybe you feel the same way. They want a new beginning. They feel that there's still a lot of potential for you guys to explore what the future have together. So again, I feel that even though you had a painful breakup, perhaps, it's still coming through as a blessing in disguise, because I'm feeling for this message, it's not over. It's not over between the two of you, that there's the possibility that life might just bring you guys back together somehow when the time is right. So that's what I've got for that one. I actually like the way that presented itself, because they've learned particular things about you, the connection, their actions, you know, so that's actually really nice. All right, the last one, we've got bubble wrap, when you got to text how you feel. So this one, maybe you and your person, you guys are the type of person that you interacted a lot, maybe on social media, or that's how you guys communicated, via text. So let's see what this one has to say here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What do we need to know, please? What's the message for number 4? What's the message? What do we have? Whoops. I love that you think about me throughout your day, even if it's just to ask how my day is going. Okay, I feel like grabbing one more. And that could have been a part of how you guys communicated when you were together. It's like, how's your day? You know, just to be able to check in. Let's see. I'm guided to pull two more. The I hope you're ready to text. We've spent enough time in the friend zone. I'm ready to take things further. Oh, okay. Let's grab one more. So maybe you feel like you've been friend zoned, or maybe you friend zoned somebody. Whoa, okay, I've got this card wanting to come through. What are you doing? I miss you. Somebody who's missing you. Okay, so we'll set these guys aside. Let's go ahead and see. Oops, it's going to cut off there at the top. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can find out with some tarot messages here. So for those of you who are in separation and maybe you're thinking, this person, do they even think about me at all now? They do. They absolutely do. And if you guys have maybe been friends for a very long time, but you find yourself interested as more than friends, that could be a situation that's about to take a turn here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Seven of Pentacles. Maybe you've been waiting a while when it comes to this person. You know, it's like one of those love stories that's taken its time to get moving. But what I see here is somebody who's really wanting to go the distance. They may not have expressed it quite yet, or the way that you're wanting them to say it, but they're thinking about it. All right. What else here? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. That is followed by the Sun. Some of you guys might be Leo. You could be thinking of a Leo here. So it is coming through as a stable relationship, one that can actually go the distance, one that could actually fulfill you and make you happy. So if you guys are, let's just say, on the fence, you're not quite sure if you want to invest your time and energy into this person, maybe it's too new. What it's telling us here is that it's worth taking a chance, you know? Yeah, somebody hopes to be taken out of the friend zone here. And when you guys are not together, I'm kind of feeling for some of you, I don't know if you guys work together, you know, in an office environment, or if you guys are, you meet this person around where you work. I don't know, I'm kind of just getting that. And when they don't see you, they miss you, they think about you. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something very stable coming in here. But it could also be for some of you guys that it's not the right time. Take your time getting to know this person. All right, Divine Feminine, look at that. We've got the High Priestess. So for my feminines, I feel if you're coming through with that energy intuitively, you already know whether or not this relationship has what it takes to go the distance here. Look at the next card. You've got the Ten of Cups. So I feel for my feminines, you see a lot of potential in this person that's coming through in this reading. For some of you guys, maybe it's too new to call it, or, you know, maybe you've allowed your heart space to really think. It's like, what would things be like if we actually took things to the next level? It's got a lot of potential. Maybe future marriage, maybe starting a family, you know, building a home, all of the amazing milestones that you would want to experience in your romantic life. And look at that, you've got the Lovers. So what I'm feeling for this connection, whoever relates to this batch of cards, it's not just the physical connection. This person feels anyway that you really check all the boxes. They're not in it just because they're physically attracted to you. This person, in their heart space, they're starting to fall in love with you, or they have some real legitimate feelings that are starting to form. And maybe in time you will feel the same way. I mean, some pretty amazing cards representing itself here. The Lovers, it's about choosing each other, perhaps, that you both feel the same way. The chemistry is there. And I'm seeing like a stable offer, maybe of love, of commitment that's coming your way if you haven't found it already. You know, it's like having this amazing happy ending in your life. That's so cool the way that's coming through. Now, we do have the Death card. I feel that's actually quite fitting as well. What I mean by that is, you know, relationships that just weren't meant to go the distance or to be a part of your future, that needed to fall away in order for perhaps the universe to hand you something better. So something needed to fall away in order to come towards you as a better version of what it is that you've been dreaming about wanting when it comes to your romantic life. I love that. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Wands. So whatever the past represented, that's exactly where it belongs, in the past, because I feel your future has a lot of potential as far as your love life, your love connections, and then you have the Ace of Cups coming through here. For some of you guys that might be single, there is new love on the horizon. For those of you that are interested in somebody new, perhaps, there's a lot of potential. There really is. So don't rush into anything. Just take your time getting to know this person. And I feel as you guys get to know each other, as time unfolds, you're going to get to realize yourself that you might have actually found the one for you. That's what I have there. That is amazing. I really love the way that presented itself there. All right, guys. So anybody that is interested in getting a reading, we've come to that portion of the live stream. So Meg, I have your request. And for those of you that just hopped on, we are now at the portion of this live stream that gives you the opportunity to get your own personal mini reading. It is $22.22 per question. So it's either through any of the payment formats that's on the screen there or through Super Chat. All right, so let's get started. Give me 1 second here. Where is that deck? Here we go. All right, so Meg, let's get into your question here. All right, you're single, Cancer, would love to know what's coming in next for me in love. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and see what that entails for you. All right. And for those of you, again, that just hopped on, you know, you can always go to the beginning of this live stream and just see the general love forecast. So I focused on 4 different decks and came through with different messages for whoever resonates with them. So hopefully there was something there that, you know, you'll be able to relate to. All right, let me just get these cards in order and we will begin. All right, Meg, so let's see, what deck am I drawn to for you? All right, since you are single, let's go ahead and, like I do for a lot of the singles readings, we'll tap into some letters and zodiacs and see who it is that you have the capability of meeting, or maybe there's something that comes through that might remind you of somebody that's already in your life, not necessarily romantically linked to. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. Thank you for the super chat. All right, here we go. All right, Meg. We're starting off with C. Let's see what else. We've got X coming through here. All right, we've got N. We have T. I'm guided to pull 4 more. Let's see. We have P. So if none of these letters are making sense for you right now, that's because you probably haven't connected with this individual yet. We have an M. Let's grab 2 more. 2 more. We have B. Okay. And we have a G. Okay, so if any of those letters are jumping out for you, Meg, you know, maybe there's some significance there. But again, if not, you can always go back to this reading, especially once you connect with somebody, once you've met them, and see if any of these letters make sense, okay? So let's take a look at some potential zodiacs. Let's take a look at that. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Meg, Cancer. New love connections. What is coming in for her? All right. Okay, so we've got Aquarius coming through. We also have Libra, and it can be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We've got Aries, okay. I've got Scorpio. Ooh, we've actually got 2 Scorpio cards coming through. So you might connect with another water sign here. Okay, and look at this. We also have Aries coming through twice. I'm guided to pull one more here for Meg, Cancer. And interesting how 2 cards flew out. Another Cancer, okay. And look at this. Triple Scorpio. So maybe you might connect with somebody who has a lot of Scorpio in their chart. We've got the presence of double Aries as well, you know, or maybe their sun sign could also be Cancer. So that's what we've got right there. Let's go ahead and see what the situation might look like now that we have an idea of what is coming towards you. All right, what do you need to know here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Meg, Cancer. What's coming in next for you in love? What is it that you need to know? What is it? Okay, so we've got cycles represented right here. So there is a new cycle that could bring you new love. Let's see. What else? What else? I love it. New direction. So this might be a completely brand new person. Maybe you have yet to meet them. And by switching things up, something's about to change. Look at this. There's your own divine feminine energy. Look at this. You've got divine timing. So in time, whatever this new cycle represents for you, I'm just getting ultimately really good energies from that. I'm guided to pull some more cards here. Let's see. Hold on to go along with that, and then we'll clarify with some tarot, of course. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Meg, Cancer. You've got the sun, which of course in tarot, it's very positive. In this particular deck, it does say confidence, courage, success, and happiness. When it comes to your love life, I mean, that's a really great energy presenting itself, okay? So in time, maybe part of this new cycle of the sun as well will bring you something new, something really nice by way of love, romance. All right, let's see what else. For Meg, Cancer. Look at that part, a fated meeting or reunion. I feel more so since it's a new cycle, new energy, new direction, that this more than likely is somebody that you have yet to meet. Okay, but it's already destined that you will meet this person in this lifetime. Look at this. You've got a twin flame card. You mirror each other for growth and healing, and the card after that is masculine. Okay, so a divine masculine twin flame that perhaps you are destined to connect with in this lifetime. It just hasn't happened yet. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot to go along with that. Such beautiful cards, my gosh. So this new cycle coming in for you looks pretty darn good to me. You've got the Fool, you know, so a fresh start. It's like whatever might have hurt you or disappointed you in the past, none of that matters once this new cycle comes in. You just have to believe that what you're meant to have by way of love, romance, somebody that you really can go the distance with, it's there for you. And I love how you've got the Three of Wands right here. Look at this. It's followed by the Four of Wands. So there's something tied into the twin flame connection. We've got 2 twin flame cards representing itself here. The possibility maybe of marriage as well. Okay. It's all about looking ahead rather than whatever the past might have represented. This is something new coming in. We've got the Temperance. So this may happen perhaps during Sagittarius season. I mean, it's around the corner. Sooner than you think. Oh my. So this person, when you meet them, you know, it's almost like you're just going to instinctively know. It's like there's something here. There's something special about this one. And you're just going to feel it. You're going to pick up off of that vibe. Maybe they will also. Look at that. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. So along with this abundance that's coming your way is a new beginning when it comes to this connection. If you've been wishing for love, it's on its way to you. 9 of Cups. Unbelievable. Very nice. Really nice, actually. All right, what else? 2 of Cups. I love it. So, I mean, even we've got twin flames, we've got soulmates represented here. Whatever the connection is, you're going to know it's special. It's going to stand out. You'll feel drawn to this person. There's a new cycle. Here's your new cycle with the Ace of Wands. A lot of growth, a lot of potential to be able to find the right person for you. I love it. You know, you'll feel the spark. You will definitely feel the spark when you connect with this individual. Knight of Pentacles. So slow and steady. They are going to come in. And it's interesting how, you know, we've got the divine timing card right there. So it's not going to rush in. It's going to perhaps take its time getting to you, but it'll certainly be worth the wait. And bottom of the deck, you've got the 6 of Wands. You know, victory, success. It's like you win. You win when it comes to your love life. I love that. And just life overall. That could apply to so many things. So if what you're hoping to find in the future is love, that certainly is reflected here. You know, along with divine timing and the 6 of Wands and the Ace of Wands, all of these good energies, I feel it's applying to more than just your love life, honestly. You know, it could maybe be career, it could be your friendships, it could be how you interact with family, or that stroke of good luck that comes your way in however way you need it to come to you. And you represent the divine feminine energy in this reading. You're going in a whole new direction. There is a new cycle that's coming in for you. You know, it looks honestly fantastic the way that's presenting itself. All right, Meg, so that is your reading. That looks really good, the way that presented itself. So I've got my fingers crossed for you. I hope that it comes to you the way that this has presented itself in this reading. Thank you so much. All right, Nancy. Okay, let's get to your message here. Give me 1 second. Let me just get these cards in order. All right, what do we have? In separation with Joanna. Ah, okay. Oh, you're so welcome, Meg. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, Nancy, let's see what is going on here when it comes to your connection. All right, so you guys are in separation. You guys dated for 8 months. I broke things off. I was wondering if we will get back together, and guidance from Spirit, of course. Let's see what's going on there. What happened? All right, what's the energy? Let me see what I'm drawn to here. I think I'm drawn to this one as well. All right. Give me 1 second here. Surrounded by so many cards. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the connection between Nancy, Gemini, and Joanna, Pisces. What is the vibe? What is the energy? What do we need to know? Ooh, this is interesting. We've got the fall. That is followed by the answer is no. And just the fact that we are in the fall season. So this is current energy that's presenting itself here. You know, so maybe it's picking up off of your vibe, or it's certainly telling you that right now there's not a whole lot happening as far as a reconciliation, coming back together. or it's just not the right time for that to happen. We've got destruction, which can represent a tower moment that is followed by lessons. So since you broke things off, I feel that this is meant to teach you a particular lesson tied into this whole experience. Let's see. Whatever the lesson is, it's meant to create change. Profound change in your life. Okay, so let's clarify with some tarot as well. All right. So as of right now, Nancy, the way it's coming through, that seems to be the answer, like, no, not right now, as far as getting back together. But the Metamorphosis card is also an indication that in time, that could change. So let's see. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Right now is not the right time. All right, angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and Joanna Pisces. What do we need to know here? Whoa, this card coming right at me. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles in a love reading can represent stability here. So that could be the change that needs to happen. You know, it's a more stable foundation there. But right now, we're seeing the instability, and that now, right now, during the fall season, it's not a good idea to get back together. So more distance, more time apart needs to happen. And then we've got the Judgment. So it does seem that you guys will have your time to be able to revisit this. Now is not the time, not right now. So I feel perhaps that Joanna needs the time right now to be able to figure things out on her side. This creates the transition that's needed, and maybe through the conversation that you guys have when you do reconnect, there is this need for forgiveness to just get everything out on the table, to be able to maybe find yourselves interacting in a very different way. We do have a Fool. Okay. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune that is followed by the Ace of Swords. So I'm getting that, as we can clearly see right now, it's not a good time to reconnect. This might be a blessing in disguise, the way that's presenting itself, because there's something that can come in once the conversation has a chance to get going. You know, that you guys can have a new beginning, that there is the opportunity to revisit the connection, but there's also this need to be able to not revisit it right now. There will be an opportunity later on. Let's see. And when you guys do have that conversation, it's really important to be completely open and honest with each other. We've got the Eight of Cups, so it is clarification on your side that, you know, you ended things. And maybe you do have your moments, you know, when you think about her, you know, I don't know if you get lonely, but that could be picking up off of that vibe. And then we've got the Six of Cups, you know, remembering the good times, the memories. That could be how she's feeling. And of course, this can be picking up off of a desire to have that reunion. Can happen later. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So it could be slow. You felt changes were needed. There you go. With the Metamorphosis, there are the changes that are absolutely needed. So once you feel perhaps that it's time to maybe reach out or revisit the connection, it's telling you to just move slowly. But for now, stay where it is. Like, leave it where it's at. Like, remain at a distance from one another. Yeah, that's what's coming through there. All right, what else? What else? Nancy Gemini, and Joanna Pisces. Look at that. You've got the sun. So in time, I mean, it's such opposite energy from this destruction where it's like a tower moment. So you guys can have your day again somewhere down the line. You know, right now, autumn season, fall season, you know, we don't have a whole lot of sunny days here, but I feel, you know, maybe springtime could be the possibility as to when things can bloom and grow once again. But, you know, sometimes this can represent the summer season, which could be an indication why it's going to take its time, why it's slow moving. But that might actually be a blessing here. So I'm kind of feeling that there's the opportunity to reconnect at a later date. And then you've got the Magician representing the opportunity to rekindle it later. But for now, look at that. You've got the Two of Swords. So there's a reason why there's no movement right now. And of course, perhaps that is by choice on your end. But later on, you'll also perhaps feel the need to take action at that point. Teamwork is really important when it comes to the two of you to be able to reestablish a good foundation here, you know, and the Magician representing part of your Gemini energy there. So I feel you are in control over the outcome of this whole situation, Nancy. I don't think, you know, it's going to be an issue as far as you guys reconnecting later. But the distance, I feel you did the right thing. This was needed, you know. So it's clearly telling you it's like, nope, not right now. The reconnection is not meant to happen right now. There's a lesson still that needs to be learned, which is why we have non-movement. That's why we have this stalemate energy for now. When the right time comes, then that's when things can start slowly moving for you guys to be able to re-explore where this could go. So happy days are ahead. And the Six of Cups can represent a potential reunion later. I mean, it is an indication here if you're wondering, you know, if she's thinking about you, she is, you know, and of course that could be picking up off of your own vibe too, that you're thinking about her. So yes, there is the potential for working things out later on. Okay. And let me go ahead and grab from another deck, just some extra guidance from Spirit for you. Okay. But that's what I've got from that one. Let's see. What am I drawn to? What am I drawn to? Oops. Hold on one second. I've got something on the screen there. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. The chemistry is great and there's love. That's super important. There was a lack of equal give and take. Okay. You did the right thing. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Because now, you know, she definitely knows where you stand and what it is that you're looking for in the connection. So it was a much needed experience for you guys to be at a distance right now. All right, let's grab a card. Look at that. You have restoration. What was meant to go had to leave. What is meant to stay will always find a way to restore. Is that not a perfect message coming through for you? Wow. So if it really is meant to come back, it will. It will. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Nancy Gemini. I love that, actually. Yeah, I like the way that presented itself. Six of Swords, okay. Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Cups. We've got the Star, okay. Things will eventually balance itself out. I feel the reason why this is coming through, like it already has, is because you did decide to walk away from it for now, but it'll come back around, you know, so for now, do what you gotta do. You know, it's almost like life understands, like the universe gets it. It's going to perhaps give you some sort of sign to let you know it's like, okay, it's time to proceed. It's time to move forward in that direction to bring balance back, you know. Oh, I'm so glad it gave you the clarity you needed. So look at that. There's that death card. So yeah, even though it came to an end, this also represents the transformation, the transition, the metamorphosis that needs to happen in the meantime. Then that way, you know, when it comes back around, it'll be in a much better way for you guys to interact in a very different way, but a much better way. That's what I'm getting there. So eventually it'll rebalance itself, I feel. All right, Nancy, so that's what I've got for you. Hang in there. I feel, again, that you did the right thing. And, you know, it's like that boomerang effect. It's like you put it out there. If it really is meant to come back to you, it will. Okay? Thank you so much, as always. Appreciate it. All right. Hi, Missy. If you're interested in a reading, let us know. It's either Super Chat or any of the payment options that's on the screen. It's for $22.22. All right, guys. If anyone else is interested, I'd love to do your reading. And if you end up catching this live stream after we have already, you know, ended the live stream, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, celestialforecast@gmail.com, and I can walk you through how to get your own reading. And then I can provide the link to my website where you can just go ahead and book your reading, whatever it is that you're interested in doing. And if you guys don't already follow us on Instagram, I am The Celestial Forecast by Carrie on there. We have a lot of announcements that we post on there. So if you don't already follow us, please do. And I try to also post them in the community tab here on YouTube. So that's what we've got, guys. All right, so Missy, I don't want to sign off if you are interested in purchasing a reading, so please let me know. Okay, and if anybody else is wanting to get a reading, I don't want to, you know, sign off too quickly if there's other people that want to be able to request that here today. So we'll give it a minute. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask moderator Cameron. She's here ready to help you guys out. And everybody that took the time to join us here today, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And if you don't already follow my channel, please do so. I'd love your support to be able to continue to grow the channel here on YouTube. It is much appreciated. All right. I don't see any messages from Missy. So Missy, if you do decide you want a reading after we've left the broadcast, you know, again, you can always email me, celestialforecast@gmail.com. All right, and we'll be able to help you out. Oh, let me read your comment here, Nancy. I feel we both are going through a transformation, but that needs to be done separately. Absolutely. 100% agree. Absolutely. Yeah, so I feel in time, you guys will have your chance to reconnect. So this really does allow you guys the freedom and the space to go through that transformation individually. You're so welcome. Thank you. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much, everybody that took the time to join us here today. And we try to do them every Sunday, so I'll go ahead and announce them in advance on Instagram. Again, at The Celestial Forecast by Carrie, or on my community tab here on YouTube. So on behalf of myself and moderator Cameron, thank you guys so very much. And we will catch you guys next time. Take care.